Right here, I stand at the foot of the basin, which is not even a quarter of the way to the top of Flatiron. Right here has been the capping point for most hikers due to excessive heat and park restrictions. That doesn't faze them, though. Flatiron challengers are still having a good time climbing the Superstition Mountains. Getting the chance to call your team the best of the best is what every team hopes for. Now, without the open divisional tournament at the end of the season, none of these 1A through 3A schools have had the chance to do so. However, throughout trials and tribulations, there was a solution. Mental warfare on the black and white checkered boards has always been big in the state of Arizona. However, since 2022, when in-person play was then again regulated, schools like Unity Chess and Chess Emporium have been booming, hosting tournaments every other weekend and every so often, the U.S. Open. Arizona State's own Jason Sakowitz-Gibbo comes back to play tournaments at his old chess school. Standing 4,900 feet tall, overlooking the Superstition Mountains, some call it the hardest hike in the valley, Flatiron. This hike in the historic city of Apache Junction is one of the few places to be considered true wilderness in the state of Arizona. The collection of natural mountain ranges above Lost Dutchman State Park are famously known for its dangerousness. This hike has caused many injuries and, sadly, some deaths.
I would say if you're unprepared, it's pretty dangerous. In our park, we have, Jacob's Crosscut, Prospector's View, Treasure Loop, Flatiron. There's countless. I couldn't even name them all.
70% of the hike is a free spray tan session due to Flatiron having almost no shade. The 6-mile round trip has many tricky scrambles and elevated surfaces requiring seasoned hiking experience and upper body strength. To begin, one must trek through a pre-hike mile to reach the first trail in the park. After that, hikers have a multitude of options for what route they choose to take. One can either take Jacob's Crosscut east, then have a direct shot at the basin, or one can add a mile on top and mosey up north of Jacob's to then take Prospector's View directly to the foot of the basin. As you go higher and higher, Flatiron shapeshifts into a vertical mountain climb.
It only gets harder as you keep advancing through the hike. It only gets harder. So the most difficult part of the hike is actually the last portion where you're almost going vertical. A lot of people get flown down. They get hurt knees or hurt ankles. So
hundreds of people over the years have died in the Superstition Mountains, including most recently in 2022 at the Flatiron Summit. The park rangers and community volunteers do their absolute best to make this untamed wilderness as safe as possible. Right here, I stand at the foot of the basin, which is not even a quarter of the way to the top of Flatiron. Right here has been the capping point for most hikers due to excessive heat and park restrictions. That doesn't faze them, though. Flatiron challengers are still having a good time climbing the Superstition Mountains.
So far, it's been great. I mean, we got here, we woke up pretty early, and yeah, we're having a good time. Took some breaks, and yeah, it's just fun time to get away and hang out with family. And we're just kind of looking around at the beautiful, scenery and everything, and seeing it all the way out there to up here. It's pretty awesome.
Next time you see someone banged and bruised up, and they say it's because of Flatiron, they're not talking about the laundry heat presser. For Cronkite Sports, I'm Quinton Pressley, reporting. There are so many different types of athletes, some who dominate on the field, some on the court, and some even in the water. However, academies in Tempe and Chandler, Arizona have been producing some of the best mental athletes the state has ever seen. Their goal is to get these kids rated by the United States Chess Federation as soon as possible so they can start participating in tournaments. These tournaments, although filled with children, have some of the best players in the world.
What we do is we have a portal-like event where we have skill-based divisions, and once they're in a division that can support a USCF rating system, then we have other options where we give them more events and we push them into an environment where they can play more USCF rated games.
Competitive chess works by each player having an official rating. These ratings can range from 100 to 2400, which is a grandmaster. Unity School holds Sunday weekly tournaments with cash prizes for first and second. Competitors range from second graders to fully grown adults, which goes to show size and strength don't matter on the board.
That I'm better compared to 20 years ago. Yeah, right now it's like more tournaments, more chess club, more classes. So all of our tournaments are USCF rated. So after the tournament finish, we send the results, tournament report to USCF, and the ratings get updated like this. So this is the connection that we are, the chess club has it with US Chess Federation.
Mental warfare on the black and white checkered boards has always been big in the state of Arizona. However, since 2022, when in-person play was then again regulated, schools like Unity Chess and Chess Emporium have been booming, hosting tournaments every other weekend and every so often, the U.S. Open. Arizona State's own Jason Sakowitz-Gibbo comes back to play tournaments at his old chess school.
I've been playing here for only about 3 months consistently now, but I came here maybe 5 years ago my first time. I like it a lot. Yeah, it's run very well. The chess clubs are always, very well run. I get to play good people, and yeah, I have fun there. My favorite thing about Uni is playing just consistently good people. Usually there's a grandmaster here, but I guess he had a class to teach. He's always fun to play against. And I just played Brian Lee, very strong player. I played Pushkar on 1900s, so I like the high-rated competition.
The coaching staff at Unity is nothing short of elite. They prepare their students so well that come tournament play, their games always go down to the last piece. Arizona currently has 2 grandmasters residing in the Valley. One of them coaches and trains here at Unity. Long before, he was once the 67th best in the world. Now, he gives his pointers and meticulous strategy in a different role.
Nowadays, I'm trying my best to motivate and help chess players to do their best to improve as much as possible in Chandler and in US. I mean, different part of US, there's so many students.
For Cronkite Sports, I'm Quinton Pressley, reporting. What's good, Cronkite Sports? I'm Quinton Pressley here in Chandler, Arizona at Arizona Compass Prep High School. And here with me tonight, I have 5-star junior combo guard, class of 2026. Kid in the house. Kid, how you doing tonight?
Doing good. Just got the dub.
It's a new environment for you. I know you know that. And you're probably coming off one of your biggest summers ever. I've heard you got offers from Washington University, Kansas, and Creighton. How was that feeling, getting recognized for all your hard work?
It just feels good because I've been working on it a lot, and I've been taking on and off the rankings a lot. So just being able to prove myself this summer, and every time I go out there and play, it just feels really good to get recognized,
I get that, man.
Yeah.
Now, I heard recently you guys had pro day and coaches like John Calipari were there. How was that feeling, Is it a new environment, a lot more spotlight here at Arizona Compass Prep? How do you feel like you're going to be able to handle that?
Not to sound crazy, but I'm kind of used to it because I play with a lot of players with big names such as like Brandon McCoy and even Mika, top 5 players. So I don't think it's nothing new, because it's always been there. So yeah.
Now I want to touch on, with this new environment, how did it feel to leave family and assistant coach Mike Bibby Jr. over there at Desert Mountain High School?
I don't feel no type of way about it. It was just really a decision where I wanted to go somewhere. Well, not that I couldn't make it at Desert Mountain, but I just wanted to go somewhere with more resources, And I think the coaches that we have here could really get me ready for college, and I really wanted to win a national championship. So that's a big reason. So I wouldn't say I feel any type of way, but I for sure miss my guys at Desert Mountain.
Totally. Awesome, man. Thank you. For Cronkite Sports, I'm Quinton Pressley for Kid in the House.
Yes, sir.